Today I'm going to be doing something pretty dumb, and that is playing IceBow against all of these heroes and champions, and we're going to see how this goes. So we're up against Polaris in this first match right here. I've played quite a few games with IceBow, believe it or not, and I've actually had some decent success, but I've definitely struggled against certain heroes, the Knight and the Musketeer, to be honest, for the most part. Some Mini P.E.K.K.A has a few times cheesed me. I'm just going to go ahead and Tornado this Wall Breaker once it gets closer to my King Tower to get the King Tower activation off rip, and that's going to be super helpful. I think he's playing that one deck. Yeah, I was just going to say the one deck with Heroic Musketeer and Heroic Knight. I might make a video on this deck tomorrow, potentially. It's very, like, really good. Definitely a really nice minor control version. And of course, you got the Musketeer Evo, which is absurdly good. I have to go Ice Wizard here just in case he turrets, because, like, honestly, if I don't Ice Wizard, the problem with the heroes, and the problems that they cause, you can see it right there. I have to put my Ice Wizard down. Like, if I don't and he turrets, it instantly locks on my tower, and that's, like, at least 1,000 damage, even if I play stuff on it right away, like, trying to DPS it down. So, you've always got to be super careful in those scenarios. Just gonna Tesla, yeah, that's fine. It's gonna take out the Miner first, and then the Knight's going to die right here. I would say that, honestly, besides, like, for my Expo only, the Heroic Knight doesn't do that much in terms of the ability. Like, the ability is not really that useful. Maybe in some situations to tank for wall breakers or something, but I feel like I can take out wall breakers with Ice Wiz Log for the most part if I really need to take them out, or even a Tornado Log if they're evolved wall breakers and stuff like that. But this matchup's still going to be hard. I think this is probably a pretty bad matchup for my deck, but I'm just going to go Expo opposite lane. I was trying to, I was waiting for him to hopefully go Evo wall breakers with that. I know that would have been too aggressive. He's going to go for the Knight wall breakers at the bridge. I actually don't agree with that defense very well, like very much. I would have gone Knight way lower, because of course I can just catch it with my own Knight. We get a lock on tower, so a big, honestly a pretty big mistake right there by him. Is going to lead me to getting a bunch of damage right here. I mean, maybe not a bunch, but a decent amount. The Ice Wiz on tower, though, do not sleep on that damage. Pretty much every bit of damage in this matchup, where it's kind of just chip over and over and over from both sides, is going to be super crucial. So he's going to Musketeer hero the back. I'm going to rocket. This is risky. I don't know if I should be doing this because, of course, the heroes are always in cycle. They're not like evolutions where you got to kind of get to it. Let's go Knight like this. I'm going to go Ice Wiz. He's probably going to put the Miner in the back right here. He does. Yep, I knew it. I'm going to go Evo Tesla like this. That was pretty obvious. I mean, he's going to just kite back my Knight. That was his whole point of that. So it was pretty darn obvious that he was going to do that. But, I think we're in, oh, you know what, I'm going to go for this. This is a good, but it also could be a bit risky. He doesn't expect it, and he does go for the Knight to bridge. Okay, so if I can stop this wall breakers and the Miner from doing a bajillion damage right here, then we should be okay. That's going to pop up. I have to go Tesla again, unfortunately, because there's no Tesla Death Shockwave. Hashtag bring back Tesla Death Shockwave Supercell, please. Oh, man, that would make the card so much better. But right now, I feel like we just need to go for the defensive rocket if he Knights. Yeah, I think that's a good play. Did I Chief Pat? Oh, no. Okay, I thought for a second right there we did Chief Pat, but I have to overspend on this, unfortunately. The Ice was going to help me out. I have to go Knight since he played his Log, and you know what? Not bad at all. We do take a bit of damage, but we're still up 1,000, and in a matchup like this, being up 1,000 is a luxury for sure. It's definitely very far from over, though, because he does have broken cards. So I'm going to go Tesla early. I'm expecting a poison, probably. I'm just going to go for the rocket to get on defense. Yeah, I mean, he's going to get some damage. Here's the problem, right? Like, I'm going to have to try and rocket cycle him continuously here. Maybe I should try an offensive Expo. I think it's, I'm trying to think if that would even help me, like, genuinely at all in this situation. The Expo is sadly almost completely useless. I'm going to go Knight like this right here. He's probably going to go Knight at the bridge. Yeah, I don't have Rocket. This is kind of rough. Let's go Log. I'm going to go for the Evo Tesla. Watch out for the turret, though. I need to be super careful for that. So I'm going to go Ice Wiz like this. There's the turret. I had a feeling he'd go for that right there, and that's going to be completely fine. Not bad at all. 1 minute left. Oh, yeah, today we had a basketball game, like, in the league that I'm in, and literally an hour and a half before the game, it's the playoff week, right? An hour and a half before the game, that was a terrible Tesla, by the way. I'm yapping. We literally, like, 4 people out of the like, 10 people and the team could not make it. I just sold the game with that wall breaker. Oh my gosh, I need to shut up. But yeah, basically they all canceled like an hour and a half before the game. And I was like, dude, we can't even give people in that amount of time. Like, we pretty much had to pick up random people that were already at the freaking place. And it was just not good. We got cooked, I'm not going to lie. And I was pissed because everyone just flaked like an hour before. Like, what the heck? You can't give us a heads up or anything. I had to rage about that because it pissed me off. But anyways, I think we should be fine. I'm just going to go Evo Tesla on top of this Heroic Musketeer and Heroic Knight. What a nerdy thing to say, Heroic Knight. He should have used his ability right there, actually, to pull my Miner, or my Knight away from his Miner. Holy smokes, this is way too close. I'm not having fun. Let's go Log right here. I think we're good. I need to go for the Tornado to pull back and then go Rocket. Whew. All right, I think we got that down just in time. Tank for the muskie with that skelly. Just beautiful micro, honestly. Everything was perfect right there. And we are going to end up winning the first match against one of the best decks in the game right now for sure. I'm definitely going to be making a video on this at some point soon with how good it is right now. My family is currently watching a football game and they're raging, so if you can ever hear them in the background, then I do apologize. But just going to cycle my Larrys like this right here and go knight the back as well. He's got Goblin. Oh, this guy plays some type of bait. I remember facing him a long time ago, and he had like hyper bait with a freaking Prince or a Rascals or something like that. I'm actually going to go Expo because I don't know if he has Rocket or not. I kind of want to find out. I'm guessing no, because Sus Bush like rarely runs Rocket. I'm actually going to go Tesla. I'm just going to save my log because he's probably going to Rascals here if he does have them right? Question mark? No? Okay, interesting. He's going to Dart Goblin. Yeah, if I would have pre-logged that, oh man, I should have pre-logged that, honestly. When he didn't Rascals, I should have just went for the pre-log. But that was an interesting Goblin gang. I'm just going to go Skellies. I should have waited on those Skellies a little bit right there. It's fine, though. The Spear Goblin's going to get a few shots, but nice start right there. I don't think he has Rascals, or he definitely would have played them in that situation. So we have his tower down to 2, 4, 6, 9. A nice lead, which is just something you don't really have the luxury of getting a lot of the times with IceBow. I feel like I am almost never in single elixir at an advantage. At least if it is an advantage, it's like a couple hundred at most. But yeah, it's just not a single elixir deck. It's terrible in single for the most part. But we did kind of, I guess, use his aggression against him and just kind of punish him. But he's going to go Prince the back. I think it's going to be a little bit interesting defending against Evo Barrels. For some reason, I think this guy has Goblin Curse. I remember playing him, and he had Goblin Curse. I don't know if he changed his deck because the curse is not good anymore. But I'm just going to go for the Tornado to make sure this doesn't connect to my tower. Holy moly. Whew. I would be lying if my heart rate didn't spike right there. I'm going to go log on this just because I'm scared of the Goblin Curse. I think he has it. I don't know. I'm going to predict he has it for now until we are proved otherwise. There's the... Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's why people hate hyperbait. Exactly right there. Like, jeez. What in the world? Okay, so that's going to be fine. Pretty good defense. I think that this is going to be an interesting meta. In terms of just overall the meta, I think there's going to be a lot of variety, but I'm not sure if it's going to be more of a control or a beatdown dominated meta. I want to say control just because, you know, Musketeer and Knight are pretty solid control cards. You can play them in Hog Rider, Graveyard, Mortar. Really, there's a lot of versatility with them. I'm going to go Knight like this. Okay, I kind of played that sloppily. We're fine, though. I take a bit of damage. Whatever. It's fine. I was yapping. But, yeah, there's a lot of versatility with the two cards, and you can play it in a lot of archetypes. I think that it's going to be more of a... Drill is also really good. I forgot to mention that. Drill's one of the best decks in the game. I might need to make a video on that too. I'm enough yapping. Gosh, I gotta lock in. I'm bad at multitasking, and I'm doing it so much that I'm like throwing a little bit right now. So I say we're throwing, but we're actually up by a ton. He's gonna Dart Goblin 1 trillion%. He actually goes Dart Goblin in the back. Very tempting to log that, right? I'm not gonna do it just because if I do, then he has Barrel. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh my gosh, wait! I can just get the King Tower. What is he doing? I'm gonna go King Tower activation, Tesla low, and then go Skellies to the side. I knew he had. Oh my! What the heck? I knew he had Goblin Curse. I freaking just had a feeling. Oh my gosh! Wait, what? That does? Huh? Whoa! 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 Hold your horses. What just happened right there? Oh my gosh, dude, relax. Okay. I don't know what's happening, to be honest. I feel like this game has been a fever dream, but we are in the lead, and that's pretty cool. I'm just going to Evo Tesla. I love having Evo Tesla in cycle when they have Bush because it's literally so easy to defend it. I'm just going to go Ice like this right here. Skelly's up top to make sure that Prince doesn't ruin my life. And I think we're honestly good. I'm going to go Offensive Expo. I know it's probably dumb, but I think that he can't really defend. He doesn't have Rascals, and he doesn't have a good tank. He used his Prince already. Here comes the Prince again. Oh, wait, he's already back to Prince? I thought he was 2 cards off. I guess I'm accounting incorrectly. I'm a big noob for that. But I can just log, and that is just so much value in one log that's pretty much GG. Rage comes down, but yeah, getting that Bush and the Goblin Gang was way too much value to give up, and that's going to be GG. Nice matchup right there, and a nice win as well. So out of all the archetypes I've been facing, I think the ones that I've had the most trouble with is honestly Goblin Drill right now. I don't know how to really defend the drills when they just kind of spam a Hero Knight at the bridge and then they go Drill and then they Evo Snowball. It's like, dude, it's quite literally the most frustrating push ever to defend because you will have plenty of Elixir down and then Evo Snowball and the Hero Knight ability just pull everything away, and it's guaranteed drill damage. Even if you log the first Goblin, it's like, oh man, it really boils, like makes me angry. Like my blood boils when I lose to a person that plays like that. I just personally think that is one of the more low skill combinations of cards in the game, just in my opinion. But he's gonna have Valkyrie, which very actually interesting deck. I don't know, maybe Golem or something. He's got Mini P.E.K.K.A. What the heck? Oh, Hero Giant. Okay. I honestly, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't feel threatened at all when the Hero Giant is placed. when compared like to the other evolutions, I guess. Even mini P.E.K.K.A, like in some situations I do. If I'm broke elixir, then yeah, for sure. Does he go for the ability here? He's gonna go for the ability, right? He does actually go for it. Okay, that's a waste. And look at the right side damage as well. We got a ton of damage just from that knight swinging over there, since he did the overcommit with the ability and stuff. Oh, yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about is that whenever the air gets cold outside, do y'all have this thing where you pretty much, like, start coughing? Not even because you're sick or nothing. Like, I swear the air just, like, makes your throat dry or scratchy. I don't even know what it is when it's, like, super, super dry outside and it's cold, wintry air. I don't know. I experienced this a while back when I was playing soccer, like college soccer for a while. I just knew, I was like, dude, I literally can't even freaking breathe correctly. I swear, it's like you're breathing in and your throat is just cooked compared to when you're normally breathing. I'm gonna go log. I should have just knighted that, honestly. Oh, gosh, I was yapping again. This is this is where I get myself in trouble. He's gonna vines. Oh, that's not really what I wanted to happen. To be fair, I think it's fine. He does get a few more hits. Dang, that sucks. I'm actually kind of sad that happened because I had a nice lead and then now it's all gone. Sad face. I'm going to go for the knight the back, and I'm just going to expo Evo Tesla the right-hand side because he doesn't know giant cycle. Okay, nice. That's perfect. I was honestly going for that Evo Tesla to predict either a mini P.E.K.K.A, a Valk, or a Witch, so I'll take that, I guess. We didn't predict anything, but, I mean, it's going to force him to kind of panic in a way. I'm going to go log like this. Let's go Ice Wizard early. He's going to go for the miniature P.E.K.K.A over there on the right side. He's back to another Hero Giant. What the heck? Let's go Larry's to make sure that Hero Giant, or that mini P.E.K.K.A, I mean, doesn't connect, and of course it still does. That kind of sucks. I'm going to go, I think we should just chill. I'm going to go, I really want to go Expo again, but I just know it's a dumb play. I'm going to go log and just take it slow. Ice Witch should finish off that Witch for the most part. I can go Ice Witch the back, another Witch. I'm going to offensive Expo. I know this is probably dumb and it's not going to do anything most likely, but I think it's the correct play in this situation just to force him to kind of just overspend. He Giants, hold on a second. I can rocket that. Actually, do I need to? The Witch is going to go in front. I don't need to. I'm going to go Tesla like this right here. I'm going to go log down low. He actually vines. I don't agree with that vines even a little bit. He's going to have some trouble defending this Expo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's way too aggressive on offense. His Witch is dead. His Giant's dead. His mini P.E.K.K.A is about to be dead when I Evo Tesla here. Come on. Oh, I forgot he had Valk. Gosh darn it. This guy has so many tanks. It's a weird deck for sure. That's going to connect, though, for a little bit of damage, right? The Expo. I mean, we got, what, like 3 hits? I misclicked my Expo. Oh, no. Ice was on tower. I will take that. There's the Giant. I'm just going to go ahead and Tornado this. Is this worth it? Probably. Actually, now it definitely is because the Witch dies. Yeah, well, I mean, kind of. Not amazing. But I'm going to go Skellies like this right here. We'll take what we can get is basically how that situation went right there. We will take what we can get. I guess I'll Tesla. Don't really have much of an option. I mean, I could Knight then Tornado, but definitely not going to overspend that much elixir for just this small inconvenience of a push. There's only a minute left, and this guy is pumping. What in the world? When did he get Elixir Collector? Has he played that before? Oh, no. I might get roasted for having dementia, but I don't remember him playing Collector at all. Is he going to pop the Giant ability? He looks like he's not going to. I'm actually going to go NATO like this to hopefully kill the Witch. That's my only goal. Just take out the Witch, and I'll be so happy in life. Nice. Okay, Valk. I'm actually going to rocket that. This is the only time I need to rocket. We can just defend now for 50 seconds. And with him not having Sparky, I don't really, I guess I'm a little bit threatened by that, but I don't really feel like he can punish my rocket, if that makes sense, as much as he could if he had the Sparky. So I'm going to go for here, and then we have our Evolution Tesla, which is just, I love this card. It's so awesome. Let's go right here. I'm going to go Ice was like this. People ask me all the time what my favorite Evolution is, and it's always been the Tesla. As soon as it came out, it's just so fun. You can make so many cool plays. I wish I had the Death Shockwave or something just slightly similar, or even just a tiny Death Shockwave, but it doesn't, unfortunately. Looks like he's going to give up right there, but yeah, it's still my favorite evolution, and we can get another easy win right here. Honestly, Hero, Giant, and Mini P.E.K.K.A don't threaten me nearly as much as the Knight and the Musketeer, just because they're not as broken, I guess. That's a perfect way to word it, but yeah, GG. Got our next match here against Durga from yuca esports. All right, Goblin getting the bridge first play. Thankfully, he's not feeling very aggressive today. Dude, the amount of hyperbait, we got to start talking about this deck and what nerfs it's going to have to get, because here we go again. It is hyperbait of some sort. It's just really, really popular and really annoying. I think you guys can all agree with me. I mean, maybe I'm in the minority here, but I don't want to play against that. Even if it is like a good matchup on paper for your deck, it's still not fun to face. You're just getting spammed the whole game. Like, if you make 1 to 2 errors at all, it's just GG. Especially if it's the one with Skeleton Barrel, where it just can be so punishing. I'm going to go Ice Fizz like this right here, and then that's going to hit my tower. No, it's not. Okay, luckily for me. Oh, my... what in the world? You can't make this up. What is Clash Royale right now? This is like 200 too, by the way, this is like pretty high up ladder for the most parts. So I'm going to go Tesla right here. That should have cleaned up all of that, which is kind of nice, actually. That's going to clean up everything. All right, Tesla. I actually believed in you, and then you let me down and made me eat my words because you let the Spear Goblin connect. It's whatever. I'm going to go... Ooh, I was going to go Skellies. I'm just going to go Log on this Princess. So let me think about his deck. He's got Wall Breakers. He's got Minion Horde Princess. An interesting deck. He's got Miner. He's got Scar Me. Goblin Gang. What's the last card? I'm missing something. Maybe a spell? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go Ice Beast. Bro, are we serious? Holy moly, that is 8 Elixir on the bridge with no Elixir advantage. Not a single drop of Elixir was an advantage in his, like, he didn't have an advantage on me at all is what I'm trying to say. So I'm not sure why he did that. Unfortunately, wait, no way. Did y'all just see that? The Knight just hit a swim move to get in front of the Ice Wiz. This actually might be massive here on the right-hand side. Yes, Evo Skarmy logged that quickly. He's going to Evo Wall Breakers 1000%. But look at the damage we get. There's the Wall Breakers. They come down. Okay, nice. Really good start right here. My throat's so scratchy because I've been screaming a lot today and talking a lot. But I'm just going to cycle my Larrys just in case he does go for the Princess. We don't want to deal with any of that cheese. So I'm going to go Ice Wiz the back. He's going to go Princess. Bro, please don't. Okay, I'm just going to rocket that. I don't want to take any chances with that card just ruining my game. Honestly, I just don't want to take any chances with that. So we're up 1,000 damage. I will definitely take this. Let's go Tesla just in case he goes for something at the bridge. There's the Goblin Gang. Not too shabby. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm about to finish Demon Slayer and go watch the movie. I'm pretty hyped to go watch the movie. I was watching a lot of it today. Earlier, and I am almost finished. I'm on the last arc, but that defensive expo is going to cook the Princess right there. Okay, I thought it would. Maybe. I can actually grab the King Tower here. That's huge. That's so important for the rest of this game because Minion Horde is easier to kill. Miner, of course, he pretty much has to play it in the safe spot or it gets way less value and less damage. And it just helps, like against wall breakers, it can sometimes take out a wall breaker on 1 HP and stuff like that. Enough yapping from me. I'll shut up. Let's go. Let's go for the Tesla right here. And then Ice Wizard Tornado this. Please, nope, 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 nope. This needs to die. This needs to die pronto. Okay, come on, Minion Horde. I can't wait for the next balances. I better see minions in there. That's all I'm saying. Oh, my Evo Tesla. Oh, my Evo Tesla value. Holy smokes, he's going to give up. Bro, I would give up after that too. That was ridiculous value. What was that? Can somebody count the elixir on that Tesla? I can't even count it. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys did enjoy. We did some decent things with iceBow today. And of course, as always, enjoy the Butch Clip and have a good rest of your day. Peace.